since the Pox's release in 2016, this weapon has been updated quite a lot. It's got a long list of changes and alterations on the Warframe wiki, but to get this weapon, you just go to the biolab of your dojo. It's very, very accessible to get the Pox. Now, what's interesting about the Pox is that it has base toxin, so you can use that to create the corrosive status effect through the use of one mod. The microbicidal theorem, or the POX, has a very high status chance, very low critical chance, and it has a slow projectile speed as long as low ammo. It's got some advantages and some clear disadvantages, but what's very special and unique about it is that it leaves behind a gas cloud. You can use this gas cloud of corrosive. The gas cloud will apply whatever status you have on the weapon. If you're running secondary encumber, that will not apply to most of the clouds. It pretty much just applies to the initial hit of the weapon. So we don't actually get the best use out of the arcane, but it will still help a lot and it's still worth using. So as you can tell, I have no damage, really. I mean, 90% damage is kind of nothing. It's mostly just a stat stick to apply the corrosive status effect, or whatever you want. You can do corrosive blast, viral rad, radiation toxin. You can do a lot of very cool, unique things to this weapon. Um, but in this particular build, it's all just boosting up our stats. One thing of note is that I have a minus damage ribbon because status duration very much helps this weapon a lot. It helps it a ton. So let's see the weapon in action. To use this weapon effectively, I would highly recommend you get 2 of the green archon shards that will give you more corrosive stacks. Once you get to 4 stacks, I don't know why they're attacking me. Once you get to 4 stacks, you will be able to... I don't know what the fuck is going on, why they're attacking each other. But once you get the full stacks, they will be stripped. So just a little demonstration, I'm going to throw 1. See, immediately they got 8 stacks, and they're all stripped super, super quick. But you see how only the ones in the initial blast are really getting more than just the corrosive. So these close together enemies are getting the secondary encumber applied to it. Because I have so much duration, and because the gas kind of resets it while it's active, they have the minus armor for quite a while. When you don't have a lot of duration, it usually runs out of the stacks fairly quickly. You can see that's pretty much out. Well, these are decaying way slower. That's still got 8. That you can't even, like, it's over. So the duration really helps a ton unless you're just immediately killing them. But what I like to use the Pox and where it has an advantage over other sorts of secondaries is you can throw it to prime and like immediately start shooting. Throw it to prime, immediately start shooting. Whereas, say I were to use the nuke or possibly the toxicist, but you could probably use that as raw damage. Any sort of epitaph, any popular like primer weapon, you have to have the weapon out, and then like obviously you can melee or whatever, right? But if you want to use your primary, which a lot of people do, or perhaps you want to use your Artemis bow and actually have it fucking kill stuff, well, immediately, it's nice to be able to have that versatility, and it's why I think you should give the Pox a chance, especially because of how quick and easy it is to unlock. You just go to your dojo and buy it. Whereas stuff like the epitaph, it's been given to us for free, but if you don't have the epitaph, it's kind of annoying to get. uh, unless you're someone like me who actually enjoys Railjack. That's pretty much all there is to say about the Pox. I think it is an excellent weapon that's better than ever before. And because it's pretty much in the same weapon class as the Tord, it's very possible that we could foresee a incarnate version of this weapon, which I hope for very much. It has a decent dispo, and it came out in 2016 with the update that was the Silver Grove, I believe. That's all I can think of to say about this wonderful Pox. I hope you try it out and you try out the armor strip it can give you. If you found this informative, you can let me know by